Hello everybody, welcome back to Bedrock Survival with Fix. We are back in Old Town. Now we're not working there today. We're headed to the Tuscan Village Kingdom area today to work on some more houses, some more just filling in the space and making it look like it's a populated area. But first, I wanted to show y'all something that I think you're going to like. If you missed the last couple episodes, get ready, because the world is changing. Oh, that's right. Just a castle over there on the horizon. Not too bad, right? Isn't that cool? Isn't that cool? This is my very favorite thing about Bedrock. Like, probably the primary reason why I've really committed to Bedrock with Fix being really the main thing on my channel is the render distance in this area. I mean, look, that is a full frickin' castle just over there. I love it. I love it. I just think it's super cool. Yeah, we need a lot of landscaping, a lot of detail, a lot more build part of the build, you know, and that will all come in good time. But for right now, oh man, it is something. It's a lot better than I expected it to be, and it's not even detailed like at all yet. Oh, I love it. I love it. It's fantastic. Today, the first thing I need, I have these 4 empty shulker boxes, and I need to fill them up with sand. So we're headed to the desert to do a whole bunch of mining. I'm going to go grab a whole bunch of sand and sandstone and then bring it back. Might make a stop, maybe half sand, half terracotta. I don't know, because I need a bunch of terracotta as well. But yeah, that's the main plan. I'll see you on the other side. I did some work here and I laid out probably 5 houses or so. We're going to go take a look at the bare frame of them and just kind of see the ideas and sort of how the style is evolving as I go. And, you know, I got a comment on a YouTube video that was really good. Now, I almost never do this, but someone said texture pack and put a download or a link to his page, and I always would never click on that. I usually just hide it as spam, but for some reason I clicked on it and he had a really good texture pack thing, and it made me remember something that we did over in the Realm of Vasten that I don't know why I didn't do here, because we have dead coral bushes, which is just kind of, for me, it's a dead texture, excuse the really bad pun. And I was thinking, wouldn't it be cool if maybe dead coral became new kinds of plants that we could add? Now, I will also say, man, I don't know if I have that in my wheelhouse, because I do really want to make the textures myself in this texture pack. I really don't want to just steal them and splice them together from other packs. You know, I really want to do it myself, but I don't know. So I'm thinking that maybe what we're going to do here is do some dead coral plants in an upcoming version of the texture pack, because, you know, seriously, it's like a completely wasted texture in my mind. I remember Orifal, they did that, an old server that Daemonatrot from Realm of Vasten builds on, like a creative marketplace server. So yeah, it might be something. If you have any ideas or suggestions for plants, I'm all ears. I'd really like to hear some ideas, and maybe we can come up with something that could be really cool for the texture pack together, right? Okay. Okay, that all being said, what I'm doing here is I'm going to start putting in the colors, making each house a different color, and maybe not even every wall the same, but, you know, like, here I have regular terracotta, I have sand here, so this house will do sand walls, this house will probably do regular terracotta, that one maybe a different color of terracotta. You know how it is, like all the same palette, but just trying to make it look like not all the houses are built, you know, completely cookie cutter. So I just realized this is an interior wall. So yeah, I got a lot of work to do. So let me get to it here, and then we'll come back once I get the walls in place, and then we'll start talking about some design ideas and concepts that I've been kind of working on for this Tuscan Mediterranean sort of styled build. All right, listen, I'm going to record this next clip very quietly. So if you need to turn up your volume, then you might have to, because I am currently hiding from my kids. Okay, if you're not a parent, you don't get it. It's totally cool. But my wife's home now, and she said, yeah, go take a break. It's cool. But they know where I am, and they're going to come in here. And look, I need a break. I'm recording this Thursday after 4 solid days of, you know, being home alone with these two. And yeah. So we'll just do this real quiet, okay? Okay, shh, don't rat me out. If anyone tells them where I am going to be very, Very unhappy. Okay, so here's what I'm doing. Okay, I'm gonna start talking loud again. Here's what I'm gonna do. I'm going to start the process of putting in some windows, and I think the way I'm gonna do this is I'm gonna continue using all white windows here. And I don't know why. I feel like maybe having all consistent windows, because I am changing the color scheme per house, might be a cool thing. And I don't think you'll even really necessarily notice, but I do think it's kind of interesting. So I'm putting in like some doors, and there's some places I can't put a window, like for example right there. But yeah, just putting in some doors, putting in some places where it's kind of obvious of how you're gonna get in the house and all that kind of stuff. Yeah, I think this is going to be good. I think every house has an entrance except for this one right here. And I'm feeling like maybe we'll bring the path down just a hair right here and then have the door like... I'm a big fan of off-center doors as well. So we'll have the door right there. And then up here, I think I'll go with... What is this? This is oak. So we'll go with that and that. And that's just going to break up the terracotta a little bit. Yeah. So what the thing you just saw me do now I'm going to do for every single house around here, fill them all up with windows and doors and little paths leading to the place. I did put in all the arches so that way they're consistent with the way we've done these other houses. And yeah, it's coming together. Take a look at progress of this little area. I think it's quite nice. If you notice, my voice is a little different than probably was last clip. It's because I just woke up. I fell asleep in my son's room, as I frequently do, and I woke up. I am so incredibly stuffy with allergies. It sucks. But I'm going to power through somehow. So here's the new houses that we're building. You can see some details are starting to spring up on them. They're coming right along. This area is starting to give you that feeling, isn't it? It's nice. Now, a couple things that I want to do. I want to address a couple of the bigger open spots. You can see I started figuring out where there's going to be some nature and some roses and all that kind of stuff. This, I need to actually bring in some more cliff, just, stone and cobble here just to polish that up just a bit. But back here, I think this is going to be a little mini farm. I think I had a lot of success on that farm over there, that little potato farm, and the little wheat farm over there. I think doing little farms like that is going to be really nice. It's a little awkward for houses back here because there's not a great way to get to them. I mean, I guess you could come in from here, but I think this area could, from like basically here over, just be a nice sized field. And I don't think we want to go roses. I think we're going to stick with maybe the one rose. Although it would be kind of nice to have more than one rose field, wouldn't it? Maybe. I'm going to think that one through. But before I do anything, I'm going to need to get some cobble and smooth stone blocks and slabs in there to really fence it off. All right, then. Beautification complete. Yeah, baby. Yeah, this, I'm getting kind of a system. I think I'm going to be able to fill this place out. I don't know. I hate to say quickly because I probably did spend about 3 hours on this, but only 3 hours to build this amount of houses. Oh, look at that big blank spot up there. That's pretty boring. I'll have to address that whenever we do the interior. Speaking of which, I did no interiors in this entire area. I'm going to have to. I have not given up on my goal. Of doing all the interiors. That being said, I'm not going to do them today, and the number of undone interiors is starting to rack up, so I seriously have got to buckle down. I don't care if I do the most simple, basic interiors ever. That's cool. I'm fine with that. I just need to do something. I did at least put floors in, which is kind of the minimum, I guess, but yeah, I did that, and also I built up this wall so this isn't so random and weird. There's a couple other things I need to do fairly soon here. I need to fix these cliffs, like the way it's just grass coming right up to the end. I need to make these have some droop downs, have some leaves, and have some things that look like they're falling off. This field is going to look nice. I went with wheat here, and I made it a little smaller than I thought because I didn't quite realize that there's a landscape drop down here, and I didn't think that it would look that great. So I did kind of stop that a little bit early, perhaps. In fact, actually, you know what might be kind of cool? Why don't we do this? Since this area, it seems like it did not get textured, why don't we just do some of this here? And we'll just texture this with leaves. That's right. Just something like that, and then something like, oops, get out here, flowers. You got here, flowers? I just want some leaves, yeah, or some grass. Yeah, that's cool. Okay. Easy enough. All right, so yeah, I think we're good. Let me show you let me show you the scope of things here. I think it's starting to grow into a decently sized little place. I don't know how many houses I have. Probably in the area of 12. I feel like I've done about 4 per episode, and this is my 3rd episode building here. So now that I've built some more houses, but by the way, I've planted all these trees. All these trees are just here for just wood harvesting, just to build these houses. But yeah, it's getting there. It's getting there. I think the palette is just about the right amount, to be totally honest. You can see it's kind of turning into a decently sized little place. So after I build every phase of houses, then I'll come back in and build some trees around it. Like you can see, this area is nicely wooded right here. This is kind of the older part of town, and then you get back to the newer part of town, and there's nothing here. There's this one tree, which actually is just a singular tree, and I just felt like it was actually a really nice Minecraft shape, so I just left it, and I kind of built houses around the tree. But other than that, I think we're good here. So I'm going to wrap up today's episode right here. I am aiming for that 10 to 12 minute mark. So if you're wondering why they've been getting shorter, because I was starting to get a little bit too long for my own personal taste. But yeah, it is coming along. Look at all these houses. Look at where all these people live. Pretty cool. All right, I'll see you all next time. Bye, everybody.